Welcome back to the Tidarium Hangar. Happy Friday! Today I want to talk to you about a topic that's concerning a lot of people in the community, and I've got a lot of requests to share my thoughts and opinion on this, and that is factory stolen figures. It's YouTubers that are getting their hands on figures that were stolen from the factory, doing a review on it, in some cases before Hasbro's even officially announced it. A lot of these are barely even on rumor lists, and they're doing reviews. How does this affect the community? How does this help the community? And how does it hurt it? We're going to talk about this coming up. So first off, I want to say I'm not accusing anybody of anything. I'm not accusing anybody of doing something shady, or I'm not accusing these specific YouTubers of getting their hands on stolen merchandise, knowing it's stolen. I'm pretty sure they're not at the factory stealing it themselves. So that's pretty much ruled out. But they're getting their hands on them one way, shape, or form or another. So the YouTubers in question are Crimzeek Reviews, Prime vs. Prime, Tun, and some people are even making allegations of Chefratron, so that the four of them are more or less getting these figures early through shady means. And that's the accusations that other people are making. Seen a lot of Reddits about this and a couple of other articles that I read, or kind of forums I've read about this, and that's the accusation. One of the points people are making about this is that they don't see the packaging with it, and there's a lot to not seeing the packaging. What's it going to look like when it's in the store, or when I'm looking for this stuff out in the wild, what am I looking for? Is this what they reviewed? What's in this box? Or now there's actually a couple of different Sharkticons floating around out there nowadays, and there's a lot of the buzzworthy Bumblebee stuff, which they're showing packaging on that for a reason. But when you look at this, they don't show the packaging because they don't have it. And a lot of times, if a reviewer shows the package in one video and doesn't in another, it sort of starts to look bad on that reviewer. Now again, I'm not accusing anybody of anything here. I'm just passing along the information that I saw. But I did look up several reviews, and every review that has already reviewed of those reviewers reviewing Rekgar, I didn't see a box. So people are saying hashtag show the box. If you really got it through official means, where's the box? And they did for a lot of the figures. And I'd say probably 90% of what they're reviewing, they've bought it off the store shelf, like most other reviewers. But the handful of figures they're getting early, well, where are they getting them from? So let's start talking about the good. I want to be positive here as much as I can. And the good, when you get these reviews super duper early, either before they're announced or way before anybody in the world would get their hands on them, but somehow magically people have their hands on them, we get to see what the figure looks like. We get to see comparisons. We get to see, is this something that I want? Do I want to spend the extra money on this? Do I want to sell off what I have right now to generate some funds to get this? Do I want to pre-order this? Does this figure suck? Do I want to cancel my pre-order? Is it really worth $53 for me to plump down if all I want is this Mirage? Maybe, maybe not. So the other good is it creates a buzz for a particular figure, and it's good to have a buzz. Well, there's people talking about new figures that are coming out. I know I'm one of them that talks about what's coming out. I actually like to predict what's coming next for fun to see if it's really true in what's coming in a prediction. But getting this stuff really early, and in some cases before it's even announced, is exciting, and it's fun, and in the community we're always craving it. Now we are plugged in to social media almost 24/7. This is part of our lives, and we crave it in a way. So now, getting into the negative of this, obviously there are some positives, but there's going to be far more negatives. But when it comes to Hasbro, Hasbro has more or less decided the lead time on information. The reveal lead time from the time they reveal the item to your ability to buy it in the store, and they have a specific time frame that they're trying to target and try to hit. And there's a lot of reasons for that. Number one is you're excited about it now. But if it takes 8 or 9 months for them to get it to market, especially with current operating problems and shortages and how long it takes to produce stuff nowadays and to deliver, the shipping on these things takes a long time. There's reasons they're holding out announcements for stuff that's getting produced right now in the factory. We may not see it until sometime next year. So the buzz from Rekgar is exciting, But by the time we finally see it, we've known about it forever. We've seen it forever. And by the time we get it, we're not as excited as before. I got to tell you that part of a marketing plan, people are super excited about something. They might buy multiples of it right away as they've had time to think about it. And maybe I only need one. Maybe I can make my 30th anniversary version, my Generations version, work with it. Or what is it, Power of the Primes version? As all of you know, Hasbro has completely mismanaged the entire G.I. Joe relaunch, especially with Classified and with the Retro. And here's how I found out about these two figures. My Walmart had them hanging on the shelf, and I didn't know they were coming, and they come and go. As fast as they arrived, they are no longer at retail, and now they're going to come with a new case assortment. Is that what's going to go on? We don't even really know, and they still keep us in the dark about a lot of things. But that's how G.I. Joe collectors find out their information. They find it either on the shelf at Walmart or on eBay. See, Hasbro wants a negative lead time on the G.I. Joe product so that you can backtrack to go, you bought it, and they're going to announce it 3 months later and say, well, you probably already have this, but hey, this is coming, or it's already out, or you probably can't even get it anymore because it's already run through its retail cycle, and if it's at retail, it's getting clearance. Major Blood was announced to the world by an eBay auction, and it ran up to $26,000. A lot of people retracted their bids, took it down to like $400 or $600, and the dude came back with this picture because he wasn't happy about the situation. And everybody thought it might have been the only one in the world. Turns out they made millions. But Hasbro Transformers division is operating way better on a much higher level than the G.I. Joe. And they have a very calculated plan on when they want things to be revealed. They actually have media involved. I guess you can count the Snake Eyes movie as media involved. But that derails what the collectors want. But with this, it's all tied. It's tied to media with the Kingdom, and it's also tied to release dates and what's going on. And then we're going to see some more stuff past Kingdom coming later that next year. So what's going to happen with all of that stuff? So another problem with these people acquiring these figures ridiculously early, somehow, some way, however they're doing it, and I'm not accusing anybody of anything, but other people are, it gives an unfair advantage to YouTubers. And some cases, these YouTubers, like Prime vs. Prime has over 100,000 subscribers, and he does an excellent job. He does a great job, high energy. He is very, very passionate about Transformers, and I enjoy watching his videos. I have nothing negative to say about him, but I have to say that a lot of people are upset about the whole getting it early and stuff. But not everybody, because there's 100,000 people that are happy about it. So what the people that are upset about this in the community say that YouTubers they've been watching for a decade or longer than a decade that are playing by the rules more or less, and they get it when they get it, and they don't do anything extra to go above and beyond and get it ridiculously early, they are not having the same advantage, and it is hurting their views. In a lot of cases, these people that are making these accusations feel like they would have much rather seen, say, like an IMGO review, and that's exactly what was cited in a lot of these, versus one of these other guys that got it early. And so, yeah, wait and see IMGOs, but these guys have already shown it, and by the time someone else gets it, it's been there, done that. Why bother watching it, right? So one of the other things that's on this list of negatives that people keep saying is that Hasbro ends up basically trying to go after what they call the leak, or whoever's selling or stealing and selling these items. They basically say that Hasbro is forcing the factory to fire their entire staff and rehire new staff, which brings in a lot of fresh people that aren't as experienced, and over one person. Now, I have no proof of that, but that's been said multiple times, and it's causing issue and disruption in the manufacturing process. And of course, the other issue is they went to Vietnam, but my understanding of going to Vietnam for some of the production was to get a cheaper price on the labor, and cheaper price even in the materials. Somehow that worked out, allegedly. And I personally had a figure missing an item. My Wheeljack was missing his gun, and no, he was missing another piece on him somewhere. And that was made in Vietnam. So, I mean, it does disrupt manufacturing with all of these changes. But are they making these changes specifically because one person is stealing a random figure here and there and selling it? Who knows? So, touching on this word, a term, leaked. A leak. They use this a lot when all these people are talking about this whole topic and all the research that I've done on this. And one thing that you're going to find is that when you get something leaked like this, it's a whole other topic. And these factory leaked pictures that went out, Hasbro didn't like it because they didn't have all the paint apps. These things are not 100% ready to go. And we're getting these pictures. Oh, this is exciting. That looks really good. Then these are collapsed. We're all trying to guess at all this stuff. But is that how product should be revealed? Is that how Hasbro wants their product to be highlighted? To be highlighted like this? To be shown like this? No, they do not. And that's really upsetting when all the time, money, and effort they put into developing product that we are going to want to buy, and this picture gets leaked out. Now, I still love these things. I personally love these leaked pictures. I get excited about it. And I don't want to say playing the guessing game is a lot of fun, but it's something we do. So last thing I want to say, I normally talk about Masterpiece on Friday, and I still love talking about Masterpiece on Friday. Got a lot of other things coming for that. But this has been a topic so many people have asked me to discuss and give my thoughts on it that I wanted to kind of throw it out there. My thoughts are there's more negative than positive. I still love seeing new stuff whenever I can, but do we truly have all the information when it comes at us like this? Is there some unfair advantage to people getting these early? Sure, of course, they're getting it early for the advantage. But is there some confusion in the market all about this stuff? I'm going to end on this note. Optibotimus came out and he was right up front. I bought this Siege version of Skyfire for $250. And my intention is to get the views that the AdSense pays for it. And I'm able to get the views. I'm able to create this video, be the first to have it, and sometimes you got to pay to play in the YouTube game. And I remember him explaining that he's been in the business, been in the game for a long time, and this whole situation has been going on way, way longer than anyone thinks, and no true way to know how long it's been going on. So I'd like to know what you think in the comments below. Like and subscribe. Todd here, Hanger out.